Okay, the first thing you want to do is get yourself a really tiny flathead screwdriver and start prying all on the sides of your laptop, all around the perimeter, and pry it up. And they'll come up, and once you get it pried out, the next step will be to, once you get that pried up, you want to get the keyboard. You won't be able to get the whole thing pried up because only part of it will be able to pry up. So to get the rest of the outer casing to come up, you gotta get the keyboard off. And so you dig around the sides, and eventually you'll dig it up, and they're tabbed inside here. Let me show you. I already took this one off. Let me show you how it's done. So once you get it all taken out, you'll be able to take the keyboard out and see those little tabs. There's little tabs, and you just pull it out. And you get in these little holes, and then from there, the bottom has a connector. So once you get that out, you'll take the remaining screws out and be able to take this whole plastic piece off along with the keyboard. And on the bottom here, you'll encounter a connection like this. The back of the keyboard will have this bus, and it'll be connected to here. And right here, you flip this up, you flip this black part up, and then you pull this ribbon out. So that's how you disconnect that. The next step is to, okay, next underneath the keyboard and the front top cover, you'll notice the power cord, and so it'll be labeled power. And so take that ribbon out, and then at the bottom, this will be preventing you from taking the top off. So, and then there's a bottom one right here, and take it off. It'll say TP underneath it, and then you'll be able to take the whole top part off. And the next thing you gotta do is, okay, this is underneath the motherboard, and there's tons of dust collecting. That's where the fan, that's below the fan, that's the intake. The intake air goes, and it's going through all the vents through the bottom of the laptop. And as you can see, it just needs clean. There's so much dust down here, and up here, that's the bottom of the fan. It's all dusty, and then here is the top of the fan. I tore off this mesh. This mesh was in here on top of that fan, and it was just collecting dust like a mofo. So I just tore that mesh off. Don't need that mesh. Get out of here. So I opened up the fan, the metal part, and this is why it failed. Look at this. That is all dust. All that. Look how thick that dust is. Wow. That's how it failed. It blew the motor up inside of the fan. So anyway, I'm cleaning it all up down here, and clean the bottom of the fan. Just getting it all clean, and I'm going to put it back together. And so, if you have an overheating laptop, well, take it all apart and clean out the fan and put it back together, and that might help.